Yeah, it affected a lot because interest rate went down, and still the investment in the bank still remain one of the major investment portfolio for the industry, because a number of underwriters like us, we remain very cautious in the equity market, in the share market. But then, bank deposits is our main investment. So it got affected. But then what has happened is that because of that capping, government securities and bonds rates have gone up a bit. So what we have done is that we have further looked into our investment, and some of the investment, we have increased our investment in the bank deposits and bonds. So that has sort of balanced a bit our investment income. But yes, it has affected a lot by the capping, because the rates have literally gone down. It's very actually, the Kenya, the experience of 2007 and 2008, after that, as far as insurance is concerned, that awareness has gone up, and at the same time, unfortunately, during this period, few terrorist attacks have also taken place. So this one policy which covers both political violence and the terrorism, that has certainly gone up, and almost all the clients are taking that cover. That insurance premium, yes, has tremendously gone up. It's not only this year; it has been happening during the last few years.
Last year.
Yeah, I mean, like after this Westgate incident specifically, and then people realize that even if I feel I'm not exposed to those kind of thing, but this kind of thing can take place at anywhere, and where I might be unfortunately present, or my car will be there, or my people would be there. So, so it doesn't matter whether I am a target risk or not a target risk. Anybody, any general public or anybody can get affected by this kind of unfortunate events. So certainly there has been an increase in that portfolio of terrorism and political violence. And this year also we have seen that yes, people are taking that extension. Yeah. Medical insurance has always been a great concern, not only to the industry, to us as well. But we have all, and we are also among one of the medical underwriters. May not be among the top, but then we have a substantial portfolio of medical, about $1 billion shilling. But then our strategy is always that we are never top line driven in medical. We are very conservative and very particular about, and we keep a close eye on each and every portfolio, how are they performing. And what we believe is that medical insurance, if we don't charge the right premium, then we will have that kind of issues. And that is the reason that GA Insurance has always been making some money in medical also. So at least we have not suffered any big losses in medical, and that strategy will continue. We will never be running after the top line in medical, because it's not only about the rate. The medical cost is increasing very high, and the medical inflation is one of the highest in the country. And every year, in fact, every quarter, we feel that the prices are going up, the cost of medicines are going up, and hospitals' charges are going up. So, but at the same time, ultimately, all this cost will transfer to the policy holders, and because of the competition, we also feel that at some places people do not quote the right rate, and if you don't quote the right rate, then certainly at the end of the year, at the end of the day, you are going to suffer. So we are very cautious about it. And then medical insurance also depends on your automation. How good is your systems, because you have to keep a track on each and every account on daily basis. And then so what I'm trying to say is that the claim management is a very also important factor. We remain, because medical insurance unfortunately is also prone to a lot of fraud. So a fraud can also be can only be checked and controlled if we have a proper systems, proper core medical system for underwriting and the claims, and we have a good claims management, and that is the only way we can survive and not to undercut the rates. Yeah, certainly. I mean, it's not only price undercutting. Each and every sector of the insurance, each and every line, whether how do we invest our funds, what kind of portfolio we maintain, what kind of credit controls do we do, premium collection and everything. We want to be big in medical, or we want to be big in motor or in fire, or so what you call it, the business portfolio. Everything will affect in determining the risk-based capital. So surely yes, this will make us think that what business we want to do and what rate. So yes, this will be very interesting phase, and I really commend the regulation in Kenya that they have taken this kind of step, which not many countries in the world have been doing it, and certainly in Africa, maybe after South Africa, this is the only country which is going to implement it. This is exactly is the key to our success. As you know, that we have been growing consistently, and our CAGR has been was more than is more than 20%, about 24 or something percent. This kind of consistent growth is not possible if you don't know your customer. So knowing your customer, and we may not be seeing as far as advertising and those kind of things are concerned, but then we know who are our customer, and we know what are the channels to communicate with them, and how to look into their requirement and respond accordingly. So yes, that is one of our strong area, and that is the reason that our retention rate is also very high. When we take any customer on board, we make sure that they continue with us, and that is only possible if we know the clients, their requirement, and we know our subject, which is insurance, and how we can convert our their requirement for the insurances to the best of their business. Yeah. So technology is yes, surely is very key in the modern world. It's a necessity, and very important tool in the customer services. In GA, we have always been very conscious about not only adopting the technology, also keep on continuously upgrading it. So as I was mentioning, that one of the strong area in our medical department is that we have the one of the best software, so that we can deliver. We know at any given point of time that where any account is standing, and it also helps in claim settlement also. Similarly, in our non-medical general business side also, we have a core software, and besides that core software, in many other areas, like for human resource department, for example, there also we have a new software which is giving all our information. I mean, MIS is very important, and that is only possible with the good software in place, besides giving the services. So as I said, in upgrading also, now we are very actively looking into data management system and business process model to be automated, and we are planning to implement within this year. And then we are again looking after going to upgrade our core software in the next 1.5 years time. So yes, it is very important, and we have been investing in the technology. Even for our internal audit, we have a very good software to assist them. Yeah, even for our risk base, we have just finalized a software, and that also is going to be implemented. So we are completely technology driven, and we have seen its benefit not only in the customer delivery, but also in the corporate governance. And yes, it's very important to us. That's great. We have already achieved a lot in the last 5 years, and we want to grow further. But surely we will never grow on the cost of quality, or on the cost of bottom line, or on the cost of other financial parameters. But then yes, growth is in our strategy. I mean, what we call it, a profitable growth. And in the next 5 years, certainly we would look GA to be in the top 5 companies, and hopefully we are going in the right direction. We have grown our network. We have grown regionally also. We have opened Tanzania 3 years back. We are looking into other East African markets. So certainly GA has a very clear growth strategy.